Hello, welcome to Unequal Sequel.
Extra.
It's a Scream, baby. I'm pretty sure I did that in the last one.
Yeah,
I
think so. I think I also did the "What's your favorite scary movie?"
It does feel like a little bit deja vu-y, doesn't it?
Does a little bit.
We only did this a year ago.
Yeah, doesn't feel like that long ago, does it?
Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the Friday edition, the extra stuff for your ears from us, Unequal Sequel. That voice you heard is my podcasting pal. That's Rich. Say hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich. He is well this week. We're all flying.
Yay!
We're all okay. And like I said a minute ago, we're having deja vu because a year ago we reviewed Scream 5.
We did.
In a year, they filmed, they planned, and they edited, and they've released Scream 6.
Impressive.
I mean, that's a good fit. Good going, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
I remember when movies like this would take a while to come out, and when they were rushed like this, it was normally a bad thing. But we'll discuss that.
Is this going to be a spoilery episode?
Oh yes. When I was watching this, I was thinking this has to be a spoiler episode.
We have to, because we've got to talk about some things that are going to spoil it. I can't not talk about that.
Yes, that is big. So, if you have not seen Scream 6, or you don't care about what we say, and you don't care about Scream 6 either, carry on listening if you've seen it. If you haven't, stop. Go see Scream 6 if you want to. It's totally up to you. I'm not pushing you in any way. You might not like horror films. That's fine. That's fine, guys. Or if you haven't seen the other 5, and just want to go into this one, go do that. It's fun. And then we're going to get onto it. So we're going to take a pause. And spoilers. Okay, good.
Spoilers, yeah.
Good. Rich, can I have the synopsis, please?
I said to you just before we started recording, I have not prepared for this at all. So this will be a bumbly run through, essentially.
It sounds like the movie itself. Ooh.
Yeah. So, about a year on, in real time, from the from the incidents of Scream 5, we joined Sam and Tara Carpenter in New York. Tara's gone to college. Sam has followed her to be an overprotective sister, essentially. And they've also been joined by Mindy and Chad from the first movie. So all the 4 survivors together. And it turns out Ghostface has followed them too. Basically runs around New York trying to kill them.
Yes.
And I think that's all I need to do for a synopsis, really, isn't it?
It's perfect. Who are they missing from this movie?
They are missing Sydney.
We all know, we've gone through this enough now.
Yes.
That she didn't return because she didn't feel that she was getting her worth, which is fair enough on her.
It is fair, yeah. Absolutely. And you know already that I really, really wanted to dislike this movie. I really, really went into it thinking, I don't like you. I don't like this movie. And do you know what? About 20 minutes in, I was having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the time of my life, but I was enjoying it. I was having fun.
Is that because of the twist beginning?
I think it was. Yeah, it felt fresh. The beginning.
So basically, the listeners, as we can talk spoilers now, in each Scream film there's always a big kill. But in this one there was there's 2 big kills, but instantly they revealed who Ghostface was.
Yeah.
And at that point, and the 2 people,
and it turns out
big actors,
it's Spider-Man's mate.
And Samantha Weaving got killed, and I was like, okay, that's
Hugo Weaving's niece, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. That's incredible. Incredible. And they show you who you think for a moment the whole film is going to be. So they're like, they're letting you know straight away that this is the dude that's doing it. And I thought, that's going to be really interesting.
I did at that point think, no, don't kill the attractive film studies lecturer. Come on.
I mean,
that's what we would have, Well, when we were at university, if any of our lecturers looked like that, we would have gone to every class, right?
That is very true. And then instantly, when you think they've named or shown the face of the Ghostface killer, there's another Ghostface killer who kills that Ghostface killer.
Yeah.
And at that point, you think, fuck, okay. Because you think the beginning's quite quick. And you're like, oh, normally it goes on for a bit longer than that. But that was quite good. Yeah. It was quite clever. And then it goes on to the film. And then Spider-Man's mate, Peter Parker's mate, get killed. What's his name, Rich?
Flash Thompson.
Yeah, but what's the actor's name?
Oh, his name is, I'm gonna, Tony Revolori.
Yes, you're right. That's, yeah. And
I had to pull that out the recesses of my brain.
I was just reading it and I was like, I'm not even trying to attempt to read his name. So that was interesting. And I thought, okay, that's happened. We're in New York. We know there's no Sydney. Let's strap in and see where this goes. And like you, Rich, I was having quite a good time. And it ramps up quite quickly.
It does, yeah.
And I have to say, the kills are quite brutal.
It's definitely more gruesome than the others.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot bloodier, I would say, than there are some, there are some weirdly gruesome kills, I think.
There's a bit when the woman's getting stabbed in the stomach and Ghostface is...
Yeah, twisting the knife.
And raising the knife through the stomach. And at that point, I was like, oh, that's something. That's graphic. And then it gets to about halfway through this film and it hits a little bit of a roadblock. And then it gets to the end of the film and I'm quite I hated it. I hated the end. I hated the reveal. I hated everything.
It's like Scooby-Doo.
Just like Scooby-Doo. Also, Rich, have you gone back and listened to our trailer breakdown reaction?
I have not, no.
We each named a killer.
Okay.
So you got the young guy, and I got the old boy. And then at one point I said, I reckon there might even be 3.
You did. You did.
And that's what it turns out to be. There's 3.
Spoilers, you were right.
I was right.
That was I also have a bone to pick with the trailer, because the trailer's sets this up as being really different, right? There's a bit where Ghostface says, "You've not met one like me."
Yeah.
And I swear he doesn't say that in the movie. Did I miss that?
Yeah, he does. The Gale
he does say it in the movie.
But
it's
exactly the same. Right? There's no difference to this.
It isn't different at all. No, it's just they've gone, you know how there's always 2 killers? There's 3.
Great. And they're all wearing old Ghostfaces.
Yeah. But the thing with
costumes.
The 3 is that they just reveal it all in one go. They
Badly.
don't reveal 2 killers and then be like, and then there's a 3rd one, a big twist. They just all 3 of them take their masks off and we're like, meh.
There's some really dumb bits here. They try at one point and make you believe that Hayden Panettiere, still naming her name wrong, is the killer.
Panettiere, isn't it?
Thank you.
Panettiere?
They really they're trying to lead you up that path so much, and it's ridiculous because that woman is about 4 foot tall.
Yeah. There is no way that the ghost face in that bodega
is Kirby.
Yeah.
So I was like,
just no chance.
I'm ruling her out. And then obviously they try and make you believe that they call themselves the Core 4 are safe. So spoiler, they are by the end of this movie. I mean, I don't know how these people keep living because they keep getting stabbed. Stab.
I don't know how Gail Weathers is still alive.
How is anyone? I'm sure if you get stabbed that many times, especially in certain parts of your body, what you can't get up. Me and you have just had operations recently, and I couldn't get up from a gallbladder for a week.
You cannot get stabbed and then be running around 10 minutes later.
The boy at the end, how he survived,
God knows,
is insane. But okay, so we should probably go back a little bit, back into time, and say what we enjoyed about the film. Because we said we thought it was going to be different, and it turned out it wasn't that different, the killing wise.
No. It was set in New York,
which was nice.
Which is different.
Which was different.
Although filmed in Montreal.
Well,
That isn't actually New York.
that doesn't
Montreal.
matter. At least it was a big city, sky rises,
Yeah.
lots of
Made
alleys.
New York look nice, though. I think it looked quite nice. So it turns out Montreal looks nice.
Turns out still no one carries a fucking gun and there's no cameras anywhere in this city. Anywhere. They're finding the bodies. They're finding the bodies. And I'm sure New York's like London. It's the most CCTV heavy city
I'd
in
imagine.
the world.
If I was Sam Carpenter and I was so protective of my sister and I lived in New York, in America, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go anywhere without packing a gun.
Yeah, anyway.
Do you know what I mean?
She has a taser.
Yeah, she does tase a guy in the balls at one point, which I thought was quite good.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh.
Yeah, she goes, and now I'm going to tase you in the balls. I was like it. Tase the skeety guy in the balls.
Do you like what they did with that character? How they're really leaning into she's Billy Loomis's daughter.
No, I hated that bit. I've got to be honest.
Yeah,
the whole seeing visions of Billy Loomis could get in the bin. I thought that made it worse.
Like, it worked in Scream 5. But in this one,
I'm not even sure enough. I liked it much in Scream 5. Like, it's not a plot device I like. Fair enough, have her feel some urges of enjoying killing bad guys. You know, that's fine. I don't get the whole seeing visions of Billy Loomis, like who she's never met and somehow knows what he looks like and how he speaks, despite never having met him.
No. Do you think they're going to go down the path that she is going to come out a Ghostface killer, or
no,
at any point do you think in this film she was part of it?
No, at no point I thought she was part of it. I think they tease that at the end, don't they? Essentially, she looks at the mask. She's got the mask, Billy Loomis's mask, and she looks at it, but then she drops it and walks off with her sister. Instead.
I read an interview with the directors after I watched it yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, there's 3 killers. It's a spoiler heavy," and the directors were really there's 4 Ghostfaces because at one point she puts on a mask and stabs someone. Do you buy that?
No, I don't.
Or did I?
I don't buy that at all.
I generally hated the last 20 minutes. I think as soon as they got into that the cinema again, the collection, and they locked the door,
I was done. Yeah, me too.
I've pretty much checked out.
I think the killer reveal was just like
Dermot. What's his face? Mulholland.
Yeah.
He went so big.
He went so big, and I think that's part of what made it feel like I was watching Scooby-Doo, because it's just like so over the top.
It was so over the top, and the boy and the girl. So basically, guys, it's the family from the last killer. What's his Quaid? Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
It's their family, so they're all nuts.
It's his brother, sister, and dad, basically, and they've come to avenge his killing. Because I mean, Sam did stab him 22 times. It was probably slightly over the top, but yeah, he did murder lots of people. What was
their argument though? Like, we're angry at you just because you killed our son, even though he was
pretty much.
He was a nutter,
and he was trying to kill you. Like, I mean, that was the argument, but not a good one.
And are we meant to believe that skinny boy and the redhead girl could take these people out?
Apparently so.
I can understand that. I did say in our spoiler chat that the guy looks like he can handle a weapon and probably could be a cop, and it was. I understand that bit. I got no problem. But who do you think's doing what at points?
Oh, God knows.
I don't think the movie knows. I don't think the director
no,
doesn't matter.
No,
doesn't matter who's in that suit.
Yeah, I think on the subway it's the girl. She sort of says it's her on the subway, right?
Yes. Well, it can't be the boy.
It can't be the boy. And it can't be the dad, so it's got to be the girl. But she does say like that she stabbed Thingy on the subway, Mindy on the subway.
Yeah,
and yeah, I think that the bodega's got to have been the dad, right? Also, I didn't twig it like you. I didn't think that the dad was the killer, although I did think he's got over the death of his daughter very quickly.
He did,
and
he?
They also hinted that he had a son as well, and I was like, why are they pointing at that? So yeah, I was a bit kind of like, this is odd.
Yeah,
but I hadn't totally put 2 and 2 together on this one.
I picked him, and I was still thinking of kind of 2 at that point. I thought she was dead. I thought that was handled pretty good. I kept thinking, how do they keep getting in the house though? Like every door's locked and everything they do, and the killer's always in there. And then you realise that they're in there all the time because it's
because she lives there.
She lives there. And I never thought it was Sam's sexy boyfriend from across the hall.
No, I didn't think it was him either.
So
no, he seemed a bit too dense. He's nice but dim. Is what.
Nice guy. We keep going off the things we enjoyed to the things we didn't enjoy, and we're trying to tell people
it is fun. I think Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barra's relationship is good.
Yes,
you know their performances are good. They've got good chemistry. They work well together. I think the Courtney Cox thing was interesting. The Gail Weathers scene was interesting. I genuinely thought she was going to die.
We said that. I thought she was. It was nice to see her have a bit of a smackdown because in all 5 films so far, she's never had that phone call.
No, she hasn't.
So that was like cool. And at least she had a gun. But who attacked her big beef burly boyfriend? Who took him out?
Who knows?
The little girl or the little...
The little girl or the nerdy stuttery boy?
I don't think it was the policeman. At the same time, the policeman was like somewhere else. Tracking.
Yeah.
Because they... Oh, man. This film is... When you start really delving into the plot, it's
it falls apart quick.
It's really messy. But apart from
it starts to look like a film that was brought out in a year. You know, like there's not a lot of that development in it.
But we're going to keep saying it. It was okay. I had fun.
Yeah, and it's basically Scream 2, right?
Yes.
So they go off to it's pretty much Scream 2 beat for beat, really, isn't it? They go off to university, they go off to college, and it's the parent of the previous killer. You know, it's like it's Scream 2, pretty much.
I didn't think of that. It's like The Force Awakens. They just
just comes around.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. We should quickly mention that Psycho 2. Thank you, Jordan King, for pointing this out before I watched it. That
Psycho 2 gets a shout out
as an underrated sequel, and that is 100% true. I'm not quite sure about all the other things they said about sequels and horror sequels.
We're not big horror genre fans, are we?
We're famously not.
Yeah, but Psycho 2, definitely agree.
I was a big boy when I saw this by myself.
Me too.
We're so brave.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, there's quite a lot of people watching it as well. Again, for like a weekday, late afternoon.
They're just going to keep coming. One after the other. Next one, and there'll be another one in another year.
There's going to be a 7. Yeah.
How do you think they're going to get the number into that? What's that in Roman numerals?
Maybe they're going to change the S to a 7, like so it'd be 7 cream. That doesn't sound
they could start doing colons soon. That's what they might do, because they're not going Screamia or Screams.
No,
which is sad.
Screamia.
You never know.
Screamadelic.
It's. I mean, at the end of this one, does it leave it up for a sequel? Probably.
Well, they're all still alive, aren't
they?
The
core 4.
The 4 of them are still alive.
I mean, I don't want to be horrible, but I really hate the sister. Not the 2 sisters, but the other sister from the twins, Mindy. I mean, I wasn't disappointed when she got stabbed.
I didn't hate her, and she called who the killer was. But I like the brother. I think the brother's all right, and he has decent chemistry with Jenna Ortega's
I think that's why they put
them
together in a romantic storyline with them, because apparently in the first film that they did have chemistry in number 5, and they thought we'd do something with that.
Yeah, I can't get past, having watched Wednesday, I can't get past Jenna Ortega being a child, though. Like, her being in college is weird. Like, she should be like 12.
That is also true. That is yeah.
So when they were at the college party and the skeezy guy's trying to get her to go upstairs, I'm like, no!
Get down!
No, Grim. And I was like, oh no, well, they are in college together, I suppose, aren't they?
They are. But one could be a freshman, a senior. I'm actually not quite sure who's what and where.
No, I don't know. But either way, Like, I was watching it going, no, child, no.
But then at the same point, she's being chased by a mass killer.
True. And she does go a bit badass. She definitely gets a bit Wednesday at one point.
Yeah, I thought that bit was okay. Oh man, that basically everything I hate about this film strains from the reveal and then slowly works its way back in your head. Because
Me too.
At that point, you're trying to work out the clues and stuff, and I don't think the makers really had a.
Well, I think that's the problem with this movie, is that actually what's really good about Scream, and to some extent Scream 2, is they are a whodunit, really, aren't they? They are kind of, there is supposed to be a mystery about who the killer is, and there's supposed to be clues and working it out, and this just feels too cheap and easy. You know, it's not solving a mystery.
But do you not think now that that's obvious to be done? Like, already when you're starting to watch the film, you're already trying to think about who's done it, and that's why I thought at the beginning when they already revealed the killer, I was like, oh fuck, okay,
that's
we're
interesting.
going to take that away from.
And if they'd have stuck with that would have been interesting.
It's like watching an M. Night Shyamalan film.
Yeah.
And because you know there's going to be a twist at some point, so you're sat there trying to work out a twist, and then sometimes in his films there isn't a twist, and you're like, oh, it's just stupid. I don't know how long more they can drag that out into another film.
No.
They promised us something different, and I mean, putting it in New York was a little bit different. Fine, thank you.
Yeah,
that was
but
great.
then they do go to college in the second one, don't they?
Yeah, but that's in West.
No, it isn't. I thought that too, but apparently not.
Really, you've done some bit of research.
Yeah. Well, not much research, but
This is Unequal sequel. And
yeah, no, I read about the different locations of the movies because I thought they'd been in Westboro as well, but apparently not. And apparently 4 is set in Hollywood. One of them's in Hollywood.
So really,
I've not seen
been saying
3
for
or
the
4
last 2 years has been absolute rubbish.
Yeah, I've not seen 3 or 4, so I don't know. But yeah, I thought 2 was still in Westboro as well, but apparently not.
Well, there you go. Everything I know of 4 is a lie.
Yeah,
my life is a sham. Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, no, Sydney. Did you miss her?
Always.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they're at a point where they need the legacy characters anymore in these movies.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
If Gale hadn't popped up, then I wouldn't have worried about it too much. But yeah, I say I miss Sydney, but that's just me. I don't think the story needed a legacy character.
There was no way to squeeze Sydney back into this story.
No.
Number 6. It would have been really weird if she just suddenly turned up in New York, like, oh, I'm here on vacation. What luck? Kind of
if
thing.
you'd done Sydney instead of Gale, maybe.
No, but Gale.
But
I think Gale's always lived in New York,
okay.
So you can get away with it. Like Sydney likes the quiet life now.
True.
They did mention where she was, but I was also on my way to the loo at that point. So
yeah, I can't remember where they said, but yeah, with her husband and their kids, like safe, basically.
Okay, well, good. In 7, will they? Because you know there's going to be a 7, don't you?
Yeah.
Will they try and tempt her back? With
I hope they pony up with a decent offer for her, basically.
It's going to have to be more than it was originally for, like, even for this.
Definitely.
As in, to really tempt her back. But saying that, like you said, I don't think you need those characters in this film anymore.
I think you can move on now. You know,
Do you think you can move on from the sisters, the Carpenters?
No, I think you need them. I think you need them for the next one at least. And I think you need them because they carry this movie.
They really do carry this movie.
They really do. They do a lot of the heavy lifting in this movie. So I do think you need them. I don't think you should move on from them. Not yet.
Okay. That's interesting. What about the other 2 in the core 4?
I'm not so fussed about the other 2, I don't think.
Are we bad people for saying that?
We're not bad people. They're not bad. They're not bad. I just don't think you need them. You know, I know you dislike the sister.
Oh, she was just whiny.
Yeah, but I don't think they're bad, and I just don't think they're necessary. You could make another movie without the 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And You know that there's 3 killers. Was that 1 killer too many for you? Was that silly at that point?
No, yeah, I think it was a bit silly. I think it felt like it was doing it like, but there's always 2 killers until there's 3.
3 killers.
What's better than 2 killers? 3 killers.
I mean, if that's what they promised as different this time, it's not a giant leap. But we did mostly enjoy this movie. We mostly enjoyed this movie. Mostly. And we're not horror fans.
We mostly enjoyed this movie. Mostly. Sorry, just quoting Aliens at you.
Yeah, it was a good one. It sounds like we're trying to convince ourselves that we both enjoyed this.
No, I did enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it. Like, exactly the same as you until the last 20 minutes when I thought... Oh.
It is weird that when we spoke to each other, we said exactly the same thing.
We watched it separately and then, exactly the same feeling. So, just goes to show it must be right.
yeah, it must be. Shall we move on to the ratings? I think that'd be interesting. By the way, I'm going to really interested what everyone else feels about Scream. I listened to the Mark Commode on their podcast, his review, and he hated it.
Really?
Flat out hated it. He's just like he just thinks it's pointless. The whole thing's pointless.
Okay.
I'm getting there. I'm not quite there yet.
No.
I love Scream. Scream 2, I think, is a fantastic sequel. 3 and 4, very much forgettable in my eyes. And so much so, I can't remember what happens to them.
I don't think I've seen either 3 or 4.
Last year's one.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think last year's one was more solid than this one. But this one has some interesting beats that the last one didn't have.
I think, so I think it's a pretty equal sequel, but in different ways.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably as good as the last one because the things it tries to do are good, but the ending just really lets it down.
It doesn't stick that ending. Doesn't stick the landing at all.
Doesn't stick the landing. You're right.
The last ending was much better than the other movie.
Yeah, I'd say it was quite equal. And in terms of a rating, out of 7,
that's tough.
4.5, you reckon? It's better than average. It's better than the middle.
What's middle? 4.
Middle's 3.5.
I'm going to go 4.
Yeah, I think 4.5.
I think 4 equal sequel just because I feel like it's.
I can't remember what star rating we gave the last one.
Or can I actually? Should have checked that. I think it's a very nice companion piece to the last one. I think it's very smooth from 5 to 6. You can understand why because at the last one they drove out that town as quick as they could, and I think it makes sense of them trying to get on with their lives in New York, in a different place. Probably not the most sensible of places, like so many people. I mean, I think a farm in the middle of nowhere. Go to Utah kind of thing.
Turns out Ghostface is a cow.
Yeah, something like that. And definitely arm yourself. Fucking arm yourself.
Yeah. Go buy a gun. I don't believe in having guns, and I don't think guns should be legalized. But in this instance, go and buy a gun.
More than one, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get one of those ankle ones. Hip one. Get the one you can pull out your sleeve.
Go full on Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2.
Yeah. Oh, traps around the door.
Yeah.
Go absolutely insane. Electrocution somehow. I don't know. A taser. But think more. I'll be interested to see where they go with 7 if it happens. I'm sure in the next, say, 3 to 4 weeks we'll find out.
Yeah.
What is? Do you know what also really annoyed me, Rich? Really annoyed me.
Oh, he's pulling an angry face.
This was set in Halloween. Would have been a great Halloween film.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Great Halloween film. It would have been in October.
Yeah.
But no,
Why
here we are.
did they not bring it out in October? Weird. Well, if you like weird things, then go back and listen to some of our other reviews. I'm sure you'll find some hot takes back there. We've got 4 series of interview episodes for you to go back and listen to, as well as all these extra episodes in between. There's one a week for the last 18 months now.
Oh, so long.
It feels like a long time. Maybe even longer than that. So yeah, go back and have a listen. While you're there, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, hit the auto download button, and we'll drop into your pod player of choice every single week. If you really, really like us and you want even more, then go and check us out on anotherslice.com. That's anotherslice.com/unequal sequel, where you can get exclusive member-only content for just $2.99 a month. You'll get things like Box Set Mentality. I always get that wrong.
You do.
I don't know why I can't say it. Disenfranchised. Our two new things we're releasing, and then there's also loads of extra bits like trailer breakdowns and extra sequels to our main interview episodes with extra stuff from our brilliant guests. If you can't afford $2.99 a month, we totally understand. You know, times are tough at the moment. Then just give us a little like, write us a review. It really helps. We really appreciate it, and it helps other people find the podcast. If you want to tell us what you thought of Scream 6, then get on the old social media. Give us a shout on Twitter or Instagram, where we're at Unequal Sequel, or you can send us an email, unequalsequel@hotmail.com.
Wow. You have so much to remember now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, when we first gave you that job, you're like, Twitter, Instagram, email, done. Over to you, Dave. And now I'm sat here just waiting.
And I still couldn't get the email right, even when I just had that to do.
I've got nothing else to say apart from, get those thoughts into us. End of month is quickly coming. We've just gone through the halfway point of March. It's a long one.
Wild.
Next week, we will be reviewing Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, or whatever it's called. I'm not even quite sure if that's the title. So look forward to that. I've got nothing else to say. You got anything else to say, Rich?
No, I'm done.
It's a bye-bye from me. That's my scary voice.
Nice. I liked it.
And a bye-bye from him.
Bye!
See you on the next one. The sequel to this one. Do you like scary movies?
Not really.
No, we've said this before.
Prefer a nice rom-com.
Love a rom-com. God, I don't like seeing people getting stabbed all the time. It's not my bag.
Nah, me neither.
But once a year, Scream 7, on to the next one.